Hey you guys, this is Ocean. This is going to be our December pick a card or pick a pile, to be honest, or to be precise. I decided to do shorter, more on point readings for this month. I had to, miss November for some reasons that if you're subscribed to my main channel that you know, if you're not, you don't care, so completely fine. But I was thinking to try something different. These readings are not gonna be long. What I want to do is give you key points or specific things coming up in the month that you can work with or look forward to depending on what comes up, because maybe that's more useful. I see them as more practical than longer ones, because in longer ones maybe the information is just too much and you can't remember. But we all have preferences, so do let me know how you like these shorter ones. And I will have to really work on making them shorter. There's gonna be, like I said, 3 pies, pie 1, 2, and 3. The timestamps are going to be in the description. Choose however you like to choose a pile, and then yeah, see you in your pile. Hello, pile number 1. If you choose the Wild Unknown Tarot in a pocket size, which I didn't tell on purpose because I didn't want to influence anyone, but this is your choice. If you don't like it, for some reason, pick a different one, but you picked it for a reason. So this is going to be your bulletin point or key elements reading for December. And what I will do is just pull, I don't even know how many cards, because I usually work with jumpers, so let's see what we get. Okay, so first thing first, the energy is very not forthcoming, so that could mean something. We have a Son of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups in this deck. So what I mean by not forthcoming is that usually decks are very jumpy when there's something that needs to be said, like there's a very quick and forthcoming, more masculine, action-oriented energy. But when it's like this, when you're like, no, shuffling, and nothing comes up, yeah, it's the Hermit. It's usually because, okay, it's gonna be enough. There's the highlight or the focus should be on more on the slower side of things. Okay, so we have 5 cards. So 5 could mean change for sure. So there could be change that you need to either experience or look forward or initiate. So look for options there where you can change up your life. Maybe that could be something that is coming up for you in December. Overall, the cards are definitely in the more, like I said, in the more withdrawn or held back type of energy, especially with the Hermit card in the focus. The Hermit card is all about taking a step back, looking inwards, making a mental inventory of what has happened so far and where are you at life, what do you want from life, big questions as well. But on a more smaller side, like, are you happy in your day-to-day life? And maybe you need to take a step away from other people or social media or television or Netflix, all that could distract you from your own thoughts. Because if you look at this tiny, or I'm assuming it's tiny tortoise, the animal might not see what is giving off the light because it's on their back. So you're in an energy when you don't need to know where the information is necessarily coming from. You just need to trust it, that it's, when you have a feeling, a gut feeling, that it's something that you need to pay attention. And on the left side we have the Son of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups, which is an offer, and interestingly, it could mean new love for some, but we also have the star with it, and I kind of feel like these are a pair and these are a pair, and you are as a hermit in the middle. These two can mean, like I said, an offer. It could be romantic, it could be job related, it could be anything like else. It's an offer coming in, it's something that you want or will be happy to hear. And with the star, it's highlighted to actually believe that this is a possibility and this is real and this can happen. If you don't do that, the offer is just gonna go away wasted. So, you know, trust your instinct, trust that things can be good. It's sometimes hard to trust. And if an offer comes in that you feel like you want to say yes because you have that gut feeling, say yes. On the other hand, or other side, why you need to, you know, take a step back and look at things is you have the Judgment and the Father of Wands, which is the King of Wands element. And these are, you know, also a really good pair, even if they might look scary because of the, you know, lightning. The Judgment is not about being judged. It's the opposite. It's highlighting an energy where you should focus on not judging yourself, being objective about your flaws and your strengths, but not being, you know, judgmental, not being hitting hard on yourself, because that's not useful. You're changing, you're gaining experience and wisdom, and you're leveling up with this card. But that can only happen if you're, you know, you let go of that, oh, I messed up here, I messed up there, I'm not good enough, nothing good is ever gonna happen, you know. Remember the star. You need to trust that things are happening, that good things still can happen even if you went through really difficult times before. And with the King of Wands, or, you know, Father of Wands energy, the Father of Wands is someone who doesn't, you know, not gender specific. It's the action side of things. So we have these inner thoughts, these slowing down side of things, and then we have a very much, let's do this, let's create something new because I have the information that I can build on, that I can work with. So to recap, for this month, if an offer comes in that your gut is telling you that it's good for you, say yes, trust that it's a good thing, and trust that it's actually happening. Take time away from people, away from noisy social media, from distraction, to make a mental inventory of what you are, where you are at life, what you want, what's your goals at. Because if you do that, you have an option to change things, to gain a new perspective, to level up and start something with this information, something that will end up being a much greater and much bigger influence on your life, and a much better influence on your life than you can see currently. Sounds like a very interesting December, a very a month where you can actually do a lot if you choose to. So I hope you can, you know, choose to do so, and you're gonna make something great. Please do let me know how this resonates, how you like these, you know, bullet points kind of readings, if you like them or not. Because, you know, what's the point in creating readings if no one wants to watch them? Kind of. But yeah, I hope this was useful. Please like, subscribe, share it with other people. Those all have my tiny channel. And comment down below if it resonated. Also have my channel. And see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, pie number 2. If you chose the Dark Mansion Tarot, which you didn't know that you choose. I mean, if you don't know the deck, or, you know, you chose this pack or just number 2, then this is going to be your reading for December. And what I'm gonna do is pull a few cards and see what the big key elements for this month are going to be. I quite like how the first pie turned out, so I will try to do something similar. We also kind of have the same energy, as in the cards are not immediately as quickly jumping out, so which fits with the season, to be honest. It's when we are going through, at least here where I live, with the autumnal and the wintry months, you know, the energy is more withdrawn. So it makes sense that the cards are not like, hey, do this, do this, do this. But I don't even know what I wanted to say with that, but because I was starting to look at the cards. But okay, I think, yeah, we're gonna do the 4 for this pile. Okay, so the 4 is a stable number, it's a stability, it's a stable energy, which I like, especially because we have the 5 of Swords here immediately. And the 5 of Swords is about change. It's connected to the mental realm. It can be a thought pattern change. It could be that, you know, you're doing something that you not necessarily have an idea about currently that is not good for other people around you. Because how I read the 5 of Swords is being selfish, but it's not knowingly. Most of the time, you don't know that what you're doing is, I mean, you kind of have an inkling that, oh, maybe it's not the best thing to do, but you don't see the consequences for other people necessarily immediately. So this month could bring in something, a situation, and even a thought pattern that needs to be changed, you know, where you recognize that if you want to create stability, and we have the 4 of Wands here as well, which is celebration, is celebrating something. If you want to enjoy that with other people, you might need to rethink certain aspects of your, not necessarily your personality, but how you react to things, how you handle things, because maybe they are good for you, but it's not good for everybody around you. And that's, you know, it's always your choice if you want to put yourself on top of your list all the time, of your, or if what's best for you is making other people a little more happy, and, you know, balancing things out, sacrificing something, not big things obviously, but sacrificing things that are not as important as to you as you might think at first glance, just not just to, but to make other people in your life happier. With December coming up, for a lot of us, it's the holiday season, and, you know, holidays are especially a time of year when a sacrifice and balancing and more clear communication is needed, which I like, because, you know, we have the 5 and the 4, but we're progressing towards the 4, which I appreciate. But we have 2 8s on the other, in the other 2 cards, and 8s are double 4s. They are, you know, as stable as you can get. And what you have in these 2 cards are the situation that's probably connected to, you know, how you handle things, and what you think about certain things is not as set in stone as you might think, because you might say to yourself that, hey, this is me, this is how I work, I can't change that. And the 8 of Swords is exactly the card to tell you that you have more power within you than you think. So whatever this card is talking about, whatever area or aspect you need to find more balance and good kind of compromise, not sacrifice, compromise, that was the word that I was trying to, you know, say, but didn't come. Compromise is not as, it's not going to be as difficult as it might seem at the first glance, but with the 8 of Pentacles, it requires some practice. Practice will make this perfect. So you might not be as successful with this change that you're trying to initiate, or you have an option to initiate, because obviously your choice, as you know, you wished you were at first try. But if you keep at it, if you practice, if you see how it benefits you and the other people around you, you will experience a much more festive December, and not just necessarily because of the, you know, holidays, but you will have more reason to celebrate than normally you would. So to recap, I'm not saying don't be selfish, but don't be selfish. Try to look at how your actions are affecting other people around you. Decide if making compromises is beneficial for you as well, not just other people. If you do that, you will have a more chance to celebrate with other people, to spend time with other people, to be more part of a chosen community, because it's not something that is forced on you. Don't get worried if you don't manage to change as quickly as you want to, if after you make the decision, or if other people don't see the change immediately, because if they are used to you reacting a certain way, it will take time for them to realize that, okay, things changed, and for you as well. And don't give up after the first try, because it's not going to be something that you can master at the first try, but if you keep at it, you're gonna have a lot more equal and well-balanced relationship, which I think it's a great thing. So hopefully this is useful. Do let me know how you like this format for monthly readings, or even pick a card readings. If you prefer the longer ones with more cards, or if you appreciate keep quicker, more on point readings, because I'm open to both. But yeah, hopefully this was useful. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, because those all help my channel, just like sharing the video with other people if you think they can benefit from it. Obviously these are all optional, but I very much appreciate it, and wish you a very, very happy December. See you in the next one. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the number 3 or the octopus pile, then this is going to be your reading. I didn't tell you which deck it was, so you either knew or didn't, because I didn't want to influence you. But you're here, so let's see what things are coming up for you in December. I will go through the cards, and then I will give you, obviously after giving the reading, I will try to summarize it. So if you want to make notes, you can do that. And hopefully that's a useful way to, do these readings. Okay, so the first card came out quickly. And this is a very slippery deck, so it's quite interesting that there was one that came out quickly. Oh, and the 4 of Wands. Okay. There's a connection between pile 2 and 3. So the first one came out quickly, but the rest isn't. And it looks to be a month where energy is slow moving, which is understandable, at least for me, because I live in the northern hemisphere, so it's winter time almost here. I mean, I consider November, I know I think November is technically still winter, but okay, come on, now give me some cards. Thank you. Okay, but I still want more. But I always associate November, especially because back then it used to be snow. So, I always associate it. Let's go with 6. And thank you for the 6. November with winter. Okay, let's put some cards into frame. Okay, like this. And everything should be, on frame. So, 6 cards. 6 cards is, number 6 usually is, something positive. Not like there's really a negative in tarot, but it's a victory, it's generosity, it's interaction with other people. It's showing a side of you that has a positive reaction from other people, if I want to generalize it. And I want to, but I'm looking at the cards, and we have an 8. We have 2 8s, we have a 4 and a 6 and a 7. So there's some progression going on, and we have also the Word, which I really like. So the Eight of Cups, which was the quickest one to, and I tried to show you the gold foil, the quickest one to, come out is talking about moving away from something that is no longer a good thing in your life. Something that you put effort, love, time in. It can be a relationship, unfortunately, friendship, love, doesn't matter. Any kind of relationship. Could be a job, could be a project that you worked so hard on and you really wanted it to happen, but you realize that you're just trying to push and it's not happening, and you have a chance in this month to finally face that it's actually time to let go of. And that was, the quickest one, so that's the most important, I feel, message for this month. But we also have the Four of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the World, the Six of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. So there's a lot of Pentacles, Earth energy. There's some fire after the water energy. The only thing we're missing is the Swords, which is the element of air. But sorry, the element of air. So that could mean that, don't this month is important that you don't go with your thoughts, your logic. It's more about how you feel and what is actually a grounding element of the decision. It could be that, just look at the day-to-day simple, am I putting too much energy and time into this project, and there's no, return benefit to do that, but on not on a very dry and cut logical way, but just look at it as in you're trying to grow something. Is it growing, or is it you're just trying to grow the plant and the plant is just like, no, sorry, just hanging by a thread there. It's if it's like that, it's time to let go. With the Four of Wands, there's still gonna be because of that decision, there's gonna be a chance to celebrate something, like celebrate maybe this decision with, especially if you share it with other people. But it's a highlight of you will have time to feel good about yourself, even if you're making this decision, because it's a heavy one. It doesn't mean that your whole month is going to be doom and gloom. There's going to be celebration. There's going to be something that you will pick up, a new thing, I feel. Not a new thing, but something that you neglected because of this Eight of Cups, that you will restart and start to practice again, which I like. Because, we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is the energy where you start to work on something, you do your best, and then you let it grow, or let it just do whatever. And it could be that, what you need to let go of is the worry that you want to stay in control. You want to know how your investment is going to be. Maybe, you don't have to, it's because it's a general reading, so it could be either way. But it could be very well that what you need to let go is the control, the need for control, the need for knowing. That's why the air is missing from the table, the swords are missing. You need to let go of the need to know how things will turn out. You have to trust that you did your best, you practiced everything, you put your best into it. You have to trust that the investment that you put in is going to be a return. So yeah, definitely feeling more like that as a progression in this way. Because the Six of Pentacles is about charity, it's about being generous, but it could mean that, and I feel for these cards, it's more about accepting generosity from outside sources. Could be, universe, if you believe in that, or if not, from other people, letting others step in and help you. And if you do that, we are arriving and closing off with the word, and how I read the word is finding your place in the environment that you're in. Finally knowing how things are working, why things are working that way, why certain people act a certain way, getting clarity on that and working with that information, integrating the experience you had within and moving forward with that knowledge. But the first big step is letting go of that control, that you need to know how things will turn out. So to summarize, important thing, I kind of feel like it's more about that than anything else. Important thing is let go of the need for control. You can't control everything. You have to trust that you did your best, that you put all the effort that you could into this project, relationship, job, whatever. Don't forget to celebrate your smaller victories, because that's also important, and remind yourself that there's going to be time for celebration in December, especially, that you can just take a break, so to speak. Accept help from other people when they are offering it, or from the universe. If there's an opportunity coming in that seems like it's aligning, but it requires you to let go control, say yes to it. Because you will end up in the world, you will end up where you're supposed to be, you will know why you're there, and you will get clarity on your goals, your current situation, why you're there, what's happening. Not saying that you'll find your eternal, resting place, so to speak, in life, but you will definitely arrive at a place where you have much more clarity on why certain things are the way they are and why they are happening for you. Which is very, very interesting, and kind of, the big thing and the hardest thing is letting go of that control. But if you can do that, a lot of really good things are going to happen. So I wish you a very, very lovely December. I hope that whatever this Seven of Pentacles is talking about, whatever you're trying to put effort in, or you put in effort already, is going to blossom into something wonderful. But yeah, this is your reading for December. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, share this video with other people if you think that the video could be beneficial. And thank you, and see you in the next one. Bye!